can see. Feels like you're standing on the edge, looking at the stars and wishing you were them.
Yo, so this morning's been crazy. I know the last time you guys saw me was doing cardio, and things got real quick. So I put on this stuff. Well, I actually just bought it. It's called Vasoburn, and it's supposed to like create heat to that specific site that you put the lotion on. So obviously it's like a little lotion, like for cardio, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. So I put it on and I'm like, okay, it's a little stingy. Like it says Vasoburn, so maybe it's supposed to burn. And so I go down, I do my cardio, I'm feeling good, and then all of a sudden, like I put it on my butt and the back of my legs and then my core. And my butt starts like burning on cardio, and I'm like, you know, maybe it's supposed to happen. Like that's a large part of my body that has fat on it, so maybe it's supposed to burn like crazy. So I'm going, I get done with my cardio, I run upstairs, and I'm like, holy shit. My body is on fire. So I go upstairs, Steve's in there studying, and I run in the shower and wash it off, but it's still burning. Steve's very calm about it, because that's just how he is when I freak out about something, even though he knows it's pretty serious. So I'm like calling my dermatologist, and it's too early. I'm calling the doctor, and it's too early. They're not answering. I'm freaking out. My skin, you guys, literally, you see those pillows back there? My skin was the size, or my skin was the color of those pillows. I can't even like speak because I was so scared. It wouldn't go away, and it was like a 2nd-degree burn. It felt like my skin was just burning off. I felt literally like my skin was falling off and melting off, and I was having a panic attack, and I can't even believe that just happened to me. Wow. So I feel a lot better. My skin is very swollen and very, like I'm really cold, because it feels like I got a terrible sunburn. The redness went down, and so I really don't have a lot of redness right now, but I thought like my skin was burning off. So moral of the story, guys, if you have Vasoburn, definitely try it out on a little spot on your arm or something before you put it all over your body and die like I just did. That's been my morning, and anyways, we're about to go get my dress. My wedding dress, which is really exciting. I'm alive. We're alive, guys. It's fine. Okay, so we tried on my wedding dress, and when I got it back in December, it fit great, but now we did, and then we sized down because we knew that was gonna be tiny, but I tried it on earlier and it was really loose. So, huge. And I still have about 10 pounds to lose, so they said they can alter it. It's better to have it and not need it, right?
Sure. You can't put it back on once it's taken off.
Yeah, so all is well. We may or may not have gotten an Easter dress. YOLO.
Hey guys, so I haven't done a voiceover in quite a long time, so I figured I would do one for this glute and ham focused workout. So this first one, I am standing on a Smith machine with a platform underneath me, and I am doing some calf raises. I think I have about 25 pounds on each side, and I'm going for about 15 to 20 reps and holding at the top for about 1 second. You do want to keep your legs fairly straight, and then I went for about 4 sets. I then moved on to single leg RDLs on the Smith machine, and this basically helps me balance a little bit more so I can focus on using the hamstring and glute to pull me up rather than worrying so much about balance while I'm doing it free form. So if you want to really target the back of your legs, I would highly recommend trying it this way. And then also when you reach the top, be sure to kind of do a little thrust with that glute to make sure that it's activated and squeezed the entire time. You also want to make sure you have a slight bend in the leg to ensure you're hitting the glutes and hamstrings rather than just the hamstrings if your leg was straight. I then moved on to single leg hip thrust on a Basu ball with my feet elevated to get a nice deep stretch in that glute. So I come almost all the way down and then thrust with that glute all the way to the top. And you may want to put your hands on your sides just to ensure balance, and then make sure your core is super tight for balance as well. But I did about, I think, 10 to 12, maybe even 15 reps, whatever it took for me to be kind of burnt out. And then right after, I went into double leg hip thrust just to ensure a little bit of extra squeeze as well with both of the glutes. I usually do free form hip thrusts with the weight, as you guys have seen in my previous videos. So this is the first time I'm actually trying the Smith machine hip thrust. I can say I feel a little bit more activation in my quads here, and I don't know if it's because it's very strict movement on the Smith machine. It was definitely different than doing it on the ground with your own bar, but I would highly recommend for beginners trying to get the movement and doing it a little bit lighter just to get the movement down. I would highly recommend starting on the Smith machine. I then moved on to side step-ups, and this just kind of works a different area of your glute rather than doing them with the bench in front of you. So the side kind of works more of that outer glute, and then I held a 25-pound weight above my head, so it's working both my core and my glutes. You also want to ensure that you're squeezing your glute the entire time so that your quad doesn't take over the movement, because that can happen. Most of us are quad dominant because we are always using our quads throughout the day. We're hardly ever using our glutes and hamstrings. We have to make a conscious effort while we're working out to connect that glute to your mind muscle connection to ensure that it's squeezing the entire time. You also want to make sure you're pressing up through your heel rather than your toes, just to get that extra boost in glute activation. And then at the top, you want to make sure that you're thrusting. You see me kind of thrust at the top. That is because I'm trying to activate and tuck my glutes under. I then moved on to reverse lunges with a barbell on my back, and these are great because they allow your core to really work for balance and also allows for a little bit more natural movement rather than doing them on the Smith machine where you're moving in the same plane the entire time. So I like to switch it up. I'll do them here, I'll do them on the Smith machine, I'll do them with dumbbells. I want to make sure that my muscles are working in different ways rather than sticking to one machine the entire time. I did 10 reverse lunges each leg, and then I did 20 banded side squats for each leg as well. I then moved on to my burnout, which is, I call it a booty blaster, where you put a dumbbell behind your knee and then you pulse at the top of the movement with your glute, using that glute to bring the weight up. Kind of think of your heel going towards the ceiling. Again, make sure that you're picturing the glute in your mind to ensure maximum muscle activation there.
What's up, YouTube? So before I start this topic, I wanted to talk about my macros and where I'm at with prep. So I checked in with Nick a few days ago, and things are moving, but they're not moving as quickly as they were in terms of my weight going down. So we dropped macros a little bit. So I have a few low days, some medium days, and then a high carb day. And then we also, I don't know if I told you guys this, I think I did. We have 2 25-minute fasted cardio now. We're doing fasted. And then 2 HIIT spin bike sprints. You guys can see the details on that in my past videos on what I do in terms of the seconds I go on and the seconds I go off. But fasted cardio, to me, I feel like doesn't matter unless you're trying to get stage lean. I feel like if you are at like a normal body fat percentage, doing fasted cardio isn't going to make any difference than doing fed cardio. So right now, this is obviously very, very highly debated, but I feel like fasted cardio does work for me in terms of trying to get stage lean. So I'm lean right now, but I'm trying to shave off that extra 10%. I feel like if you are trying to get stage lean, fasted cardio can make a difference. So I am going to now talk about a very, very widely talked about topic, and it's going to be cellulite and how to reduce cellulite on your legs specifically. So as females, I mean dudes, you can kind of tune out if you want right now, but as women, we tend to hold a lot of body fat behind our legs, so our hamstrings and our glutes. And you know, I can even tell you guys, when I am stage lean, I honestly still have cellulite until I'm like 3 weeks out from my show, and then that is it. Some women hold a lot of body fat back there and some women don't. It is very heavily based on your genetics and also how lean you are overall. So a lot of people get lean up top first, and then the last part of their bodies will be, you know, their glutes and their hamstrings and their thighs. But some women hold fat in their upper body instead of their lower body. So it's things like that that make that difference in terms of cellulite. So here are going to be a few tips to help you guys eliminate cellulite. And what cellulite is, it is basically fat deposits under the skin. So my number one tip is going to be to drink a lot of water, because fat deposits hold toxins, and the way to get toxins out of your system is to drink a ton of water. I would recommend drinking at least a gallon to a gallon and a half. I know that's a lot, you guys can work your way up, but it's going to really help you smooth out your skin, because if you think about it, dehydrated skin is very, not wrinkly, but shriveled almost, and you can see a lot more age skin when your skin is dehydrated. So hydrating the skin is going to help your body eliminate toxins, which then in turn help it reduce the appearance of cellulite. And then in terms of toxins, taking that out of your diet, I would say eat a lot more clean, nutrient-dense foods. That's because nutrient-dense foods have alkaline in them, and to pull the acid toxins away from your body is to, sorry, there's a really loud truck. Away from your body is to eat more alkaline foods, which is going to be like your fresh fruit, your fresh veggies, all of that. My number 3 tip on how to eliminate cellulite is going to be to build your legs. Now, a lot of women, you know, us growing up, we always were taught to do a ton of cardio and not eat anything to get in shape. So that is kind of stuck in a lot of people's heads on how to lose body fat. But I will tell you, my number 3 tip on how to reduce cellulite is going to be to actually build your leg muscles. And I know that we grew up, he's showing me Zoe. What? Aww.
I brought her bed out.
She loves it. As women, we're always taught to do a ton of cardio and not eat anything to lose weight. So that is still stuck in a lot of people's heads on how to lose weight, but I can tell you, if you build your leg muscles up, you're going to start to smooth out your skin, smooth out those areas, and obviously when you build muscle, it burns fat. When you build that muscle up, it is going to start burning that fat out of your body. So that doesn't mean that you need to get super lean, stage lean. You don't have to do that to lose your cellulite. But over time, as you do build that muscle, you will start to see a difference. It's not going to happen overnight. There's no magic pill or no firming lotion that's going to help you out. It's going to be consistent water, diet, exercise. Another extra little tip that I noticed in myself is when I do yoga and when I foam roll, I feel like it definitely helps smooth out the skin in terms of cellulite. And also, a fact about that is when you're massaging, whether it be a real massage or foam rolling, it stimulates the lymphatic system and it flushes toxins out of your body. So speaking of toxins, again, you want to try and eliminate as much as possible. So stretching and foam rolling after each session that you do go to the gym, or even, you know, taking a massage once a month or doing yoga once a week, anything along those lines is going to help you smooth out and reduce cellulite as much as possible. Hope you guys enjoyed that little talk on cellulite. You guys, everyone has it. Please do not feel self-conscious to where you don't wear shorts because of your cellulite. Try and really look at the positives in your body. Find something that you love every single day and look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that, you know, oh, I love my shoulders, or oh, I have really nice glutes, or whatever the case may be. Try not to get down on yourself just because you have cellulite, because I can tell you everyone has cellulite. Everyone, unless you're like literally so lean, like competing, or if that's just your genetics and you just have really smooth legs and smooth skin to where you don't have cellulite. Just own it, own your body, and love yourself for who you are. So hope you all liked my talk, and I'm gonna leave this video at that. I'm about to get actually a massage, speaking of massages, from this little app called the Soothe app, and basically you can book it wherever you are in the country, and they come to your place. They bring their little portable massage table, and you can get a massage right in your own home. So I'm about to do that. I have a few that they're giving me just to try out, so I'm really excited. You guys know how picky I am with my massages, so I'm gonna try that tonight, and I will let you guys know how that is, if it's good or what the deal is with that. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.